Hi, my name is Cassandra. I've been a Weight Watchers member since about May of 2013, so for almost 3 years now. I originally started my journey at 287 pounds, and since then I am currently at 210 pounds. I did get down to 193 in April, but since then I've put the 17 pounds back on, so I'm trying to kind of help refocus myself. Just for some background, I currently have 30 Smart Point daily allowance. So yeah, just kind of hoping that maybe making some videos here and there will kind of help me to focus. Because to be perfectly honest, since Weight Watchers has switched to the Smart Points program, it has been a hard transition for me, as I am a huge sweet person, and if you were originally on the Points Plus system, you'll probably know that pretty much everything with a high sugar content pretty much doubled in points. So like ice cream doubled in points, so instead of 5 points it's now 10. So obviously if you only have 30 points for the day, that's a significant amount of your points. So that has definitely been a hard transition for me. Since starting Weight Watchers, I've definitely included a lot of fruit in my eating habits daily, but it's really hard to replicate chocolate with fruit, let me tell you. I have tried some of the sugar-free chocolate syrups, and I just really don't like them. It's just really hard for me. I really like just anything sweet. I really like sweetness. So it's been a challenge for me, but I know I need to kind of get it under control. I feel like this whole year has been for me really just deprivation. I felt deprived because I feel like there's so many things I can't have. I'm constantly battling with myself about all the different things that I can't have that makes me want them even more, which makes it miserable for me, and it actually makes it feel like a diet. Whereas with Weight Watchers, I've never kind of felt this way before. So it has been very challenging for me. And I'm beginning to realize that depriving myself of those things isn't the best option. It's just being more mindful of allowing those things and either having a smaller portion or perhaps just budgeting them in and maybe just eating something lighter at a different point in the day. So I am hoping to keep a journal of that. I do have a smartphone, which is what I'm recording on right now. But sometimes I forget, especially at work. I tend to rarely leave my desk. I'm constantly going, and I don't even check texts from my fiance because I'm just constantly busy at work. But I was watching a video this afternoon from a YouTuber. Her channel is a weight loss journey. She is also on Weight Watchers. She posts videos daily. She has lots of really cool videos, so I would recommend going and watching her channel if you haven't already. But she was showing something where she had a planner, something like this, and she was basically going through and talking about all of her steps for the day, the water she's consumed for the day, the food she's had, if she's had any little nibbles and bites, licks, and tastes, those kind of things. So what I decided to do is I decided to pull out one of my old plan and tracks from the Points Plus system because it's really cool. Unfortunately, the new one doesn't have some of the features that I like from this one, like a my week at a glance. So a week at a glance, you can kind of plan out your meals for the day, activity you have planned, like what types of dish you're planning for the week, a grocery list, and then of course it has a daily log of basically your food for the day. And then at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it or not, it has a little place for like if you're consuming liquids, if you're having your vitamins, if you're having fruits and vegetables. So I'm thinking that I'm going to start trying to do my very best to start tracking everything I'm eating. I do have the current Weight Watchers journal for Smart Points. I have it also in brown. I have several of them. I have about 4 of them. My bad habit is I start journaling for like a week or two, and then I stop or I miss a day and I feel like it's all gone, so I stop tracking. So this is one I had from Halloween. And then I just stopped, and then here I have all these blank pages, and I'm like, no, I can't use it. I need a fresh journal, a fresh start. So I got to get back into doing that. But I'm liking this one because one of the things I'm hoping to start doing is to start kind of planning my meals for the week. I've never really been much of a planner, just kind of go and what sounds good at the moment. And I'm also hoping this will help me save a little bit of money. But this past week I have done something kind of new for myself. Is I've been planning meals. I've been finding either meals from like old Weight Watcher magazines, or I've been looking online. One I found in particular was from Emily Bites blog. She does the Big Mac attack. Oh my goodness, it is so good, and it really tastes like a Big Mac. In fact, I made it, and I have a little bit right here if you can see. I made it for dinner. The only thing is it is point heavy. At least I guess the way I made it. I try to make it as close to hers as I can. But it is point heavy. About half of the dish is about 14 points. So when you have 30 points for the day, 14 points is quite steep. Obviously, I could have a fourth of it for probably about 7, but it would be a small portion. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I can find ways to make it a little bit less point costly. One of the things I did was I got some of the Jenny O 99% fat-free turkey, but it wasn't the same. You need hamburger for the Big Mac attack. It wasn't the same. But it was nice trying it and realizing that, okay, no, it's just worth the couple of point substitution just to be able to have the ground beef. Just the way the cheese melts and everything, it's just amazing. So yeah, it's been really fun. I'm not much of a cook. I like the idea of cooking, but usually the food I make doesn't turn out very good. So I feel like a lot of the times it's a waste of time for me to make food, because it not only does it waste my time, but it wastes money because I don't end up liking the food anyway, and I never want to make it again. So that's always kind of challenging and kind of sucks. But I've really been enjoying it this week. My fiance found, he loves pasta, so he found this pasta dish that had like cream cheese and pasta and this and that, but it also ended up coming out quite costly in points. I think like half of it, but it was in like a large, a large baking pan, but it ended up coming out to like 20 points. So I was like, oh my goodness, that was a lot. And I'm not a huge pasta person, so for me, it definitely wasn't worth the points, but I know he really enjoyed it. So it was nice to try something different. It was definitely nice to have him involved in the process, and I've also seen that he's kind of enjoying like finding things too, because ever since I started my weight loss journey, he's kind of been on a diet too. So if any of you have significant others and they kind of go on a diet with you, even though they don't necessarily want to. So that's been kind of fun to have him getting involved and getting excited, and I have him looking through the Weight Watchers magazines and saying, oh my gosh, what do you like? What do you like? And we'll make it. We also made a cauliflower crust pizza. It didn't quite turn out really good just because I don't know if I didn't layer it thin enough, so it was kind of it just wasn't pizza-y. It was still good, but it wasn't like pizza, so I may have to come back to that one and tweak it, but I have tried to do cauliflower pizza before, and it hasn't turned out. So if anybody has any good tips, maybe put them in the comment section below. And then one more thing I wanted to add was that this past week, one of the topics, I believe it was mindful eating, just kind of being more mindful of your environment. Like if you're just sitting there watching TV or laying in your bed and snacking. I have a really bad habit of sitting in front of the TV and watching. So obviously as I'm sitting there watching TV, I eat really quickly and then it's gone, and then I'm ready to start snacking on something, and it just snowballs. So one of the things I did is I went to a local dollar store, Daiso, if you know what that is, and I found some cool little placemats. I got this cool little plant at Walmart to put on my table, and I've been posting some cool little pictures on Connect, so it's been really fun to kind of have this table set up and just sitting at the table, kind of decompressing from the day, just relaxing and just sitting at a table with a nice dinner and just talking to the person across from you, rather than just sitting there both watching TV and then just eating until you realize, oops, I've eaten way more than I wanted to. So that has been really kind of cool. I know that when I first started, I followed a lot of the tips and tricks and suggestions from the meeting topics and from the fellow members, and I found that since time's gone on, I haven't done that as much, and I really want to get back into that, because not only is it kind of fun to try something new for the weekend to challenge yourself, but it also, I think, helps keep you more it helps keep me more mindful of what I'm eating, and just having the table set up is more, it makes me more aware of what I'm eating, because I know, okay, I'm here to talk, I'm having this conversation, whatever the case may be. But it has been definitely really nice. I've enjoyed this week. I have put on some weight this week, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm hoping to maybe start maybe vlogging, or I'm not sure what you call it, on here, just to kind of help keep myself accountable, and maybe to get some encouragement from anybody out there, suggestions. Maybe I could start doing some food finds, although I feel like I don't find very many food finds. Some people find so many food finds, and I'm like, they have like 10 different food finds every week, and I'm like, how do you find all those things? I'm lucky if I find one by myself. But yeah, so that could be kind of fun. Maybe I'll do something with cooking, even though I'm not really good at it, but who knows. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night. I'll hopefully try to maybe make a video next week, maybe go through the little journal I have and see if I've stuck to it. So maybe it'll help keep me accountable that I have to, and that way I can't miss a day. All right, well, have a good night, everybody. Bye.